Yeah, hey, Dan here. So, I touched on one of my last videos about one of my roles in the education sector, or with actually more tech and ed tech, and how I got a bit depressed with how the schools were dealing with us getting a technology into the schools that was very much needed to help curb the influence that the internet and technology was having over children. And it's a real shame how a lot of that tech is really harvesting the energy of our children and taking them off track to their pureness and who they really are, with all this social comparison. You know, there's the bullying and thinking that they can call names and not care for that person, that other soul. And also disconnect them from their parents. So, how's it going, mate? Nah. You know, not out doing the things that we all used to do, playing outdoors and whatnot. So, you know, with going back to the schools, all the bureaucracy, you know, having to deal with Mr. whoever and Mrs. that, and then they talk to whoever else and things don't get done. At least not in a positive light. And who knows what else goes on behind the scenes. So, I suppose I just wanted to extend a bit of an invitation for people to, as I said in a couple of the videos, just take that chance to have more conversations with their kids, work on some other strategies. There's a guy called Hal Elrod he has these miracle mornings. I haven't necessarily adopted miracle mornings, but definitely adopted more of embracing myself and improving myself and making time for those things. And there's a thing called, there's savers for the parents, and then another thing that's not coming to me at the moment, but for the kids, but it's got to do with like mindfulness, reading books, being of service, the meditation as part of the mindfulness. But anyway, I'll do a post up on that, and Hal, if you want to have a chat about that at some point, it'd be great to do an interview with you. I've, unfortunately, with my roles and work, as I've stated, made some sacrifices where, you know, my kids have been with their grandparents and I've had time away from them, and they've had too much influence of online and other people, and then the roadblocks. I've seen some crazy games, and who knows who's on those games. We all know that, and we can't keep ignoring. So again, technology, that harvesting of energy and taking away their pureness, purer self, distracting them from who they really are, I don't think is something that we can continue going on with if we're going to turn around things in our communities and societies to the things that we can all identify that maybe aren't so good for our progress as a species. Anyway, it's pretty full on, some of this stuff out there, so you have some thinking about this yourself. I'm just preaching my words, I suppose, and my thoughts, but you know, you do you. You've got your own family, your own kids, but I think we've got to have some important conversations around this, and don't let technology be the parent and that influence. You know, claim back that sovereignty in your own family and the kids in their own self and yourself.
Listen close, can you feel the hum?
Talking
Digital
to the
prisons
same
where the
kids.
weak succumb. Codes they write, lines they laying down, building empires on a silent town. See the patterns in the data stream, the little faces lost inside a screen. You used to think it's just a neutral space, then the numbers show the true disgrace. Little minds with their spirits broken, words unspoken, future stolen. They call it engagement, a clever lie, just another way to watch young dreams die. It's a sickness woven in the net, a silent killer, ain't seen nothing yet. They built the towers touching every sky, prophets soaring, watch the truth just fly. But a whisper turns into a mighty roar when the broken pieces can't take no more. Oh, the echo is rising from the deep, for the innocence they couldn't keep. A single voice against the corporate line, gonna shout it to the unyielding sky. No more secrets, no more shame or fear. The silence breaks, the truth is cracking here. Saw the report stacked upon the desk, proof in black and white, putting truth to test. How they knew the damage, saw the pain, still they pushed it for the financial gain. My own scars taught me to see the unseen, the quiet terror, what the shadows mean. Been through my own battles, fought to mend the soul. Now I see others losing all control. This ain't just business, this is human cost. Lives derailed, innocence is lost. They'll call me crazy, try to shut me down, but the fire's lit now all across the town. Every click, every scroll, every endless feed, sowing discord, planting bitter seed. They build the towers touching every sky, prophets soaring, watch the truth just fly. But a whisper turns into a mighty roar when the broken pieces can't take no more. Oh, the echo is rising from the deep, for the innocence they couldn't keep. A single voice against the corporate line, gonna shout it to the unyielding sky. No more secrets, no more shame or fear. The silence breaks, the truth is cracking here. They came with warriors with the spears and lies, try to break the spirit without searching eyes. Said I was crazy, just a rogue machine, but the evidence burned pure, sharp and clean. Remember my own battle, the words I couldn't say. Now I speak for millions, come what may. No more covering up, no more turning blind. The truth will shake, to leave no stone behind. Oh, the echo is rising from the deep, for the innocence they couldn't keep. A single voice against the corporate lies, gonna shout it to the unyielding sky. No more secrets, no more shame or fear. The silence breaks, the truth is cracking here. Unyielding echo, can you hear it now? Yeah, unyielding echo, breaking through somehow.